Okay, we are now live, and everybody, if you can hold on just a minute, I just want to make sure that we can get. Let's see, it may not go live till actually 2:30. Let's see, go view on Facebook. Okay, so here we are, and I'm going to go ahead and tag you guys. Okay, the format's a little bit different than last time we did this. Let's see where the tagging is right now, but we will get that fixed. Okay. Well, hey, everyone. I am pleased to introduce you today, a dynamic duo that I have the pleasure of being business partners with at AXP. So Jordan and Melanie Suber, welcome.
Thanks for having us on there,
Chris. Thank you so much, Chris.
Oh, it's my pleasure. You guys always bring a smile to my face, so I'm so excited to have this time together with you to talk and hopefully introduce you to a new audience, because you have a very inspirational story that I think that a lot of both realtors and even non-realtors, other entrepreneurs can benefit from. You know, y'all inspire me all the time, and I knew you could. You blessed a lot of people with your just your grit and determination, and just all the ways you add value to others. So let's start off a little bit. I think to know y'all really, first thing you got to do is hear a little bit about your backstory. It's very different. We've all had challenges and adversities in our lives, but like Jordan in particular, I know you've been through a lot.
Definitely a statement though. Yeah, I've been through a lot. I think my upbringing is different than most people, especially those who are entrepreneurs. Because you know who I am yet. My name's Jordan Suber, as Chris has said. I've been lead poisoning, so from 0 to 6, that definitely affected me a lot. And you know what that means? You gotta die from that, and luckily I'm still here, or becoming impaired for life. And
doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger, right?
Exactly. That was definitely the case for me. Maybe a lot stronger. And I wish that was like the worst of my stories, but that's tip of the iceberg of my upbringing. After that, I also was born to a broken home. Monster memories. I was molested as a kid at age 5. The whole story goes on and gets even worse. I was even homeless off and on from 12 to 18 years old. So I had no direction. Nothing was working for me. My dad didn't want me. My mom was overseas. So I kind of had to, grow up by myself at a really early age and find out why it was so important to have that grit you're talking about and to stay strong, even though the whole world was against me in my mind at that age, at least.
Yeah, so I try to think of those kind of things. Anytime, I face my daily challenges, we all have problems and setbacks in our lives and everything, but, compared to that, it was nothing.
Yeah, definitely compared. That's why I think entrepreneurship has been so easy for me, because compared to my upbringing, getting kicked in the face in entrepreneurship is nothing.
Absolutely. So, Melanie, what about you? Do you have any comparable stories, or a little bit more vanilla?
My story is a little nicer. I had a pretty nice upbringing. For me, I discovered entrepreneurship at an early age. Both my parents were entrepreneurs, which I think is a little unusual. So instead of the classic, go to college, get a job, I went to college, but then I started my first business immediately after college. So that's, I think, very unique. And I joined this community of entrepreneurs that were location independent, meaning that everything was run from their computer. So I was able to join them and learn a lot and start my own business and travel the world. If you've heard the term digital nomad, I did that for about 3 years. And then, so pretty opposite to Jordan's story. But our paths crossed when I ultimately moved back to the States and moved to Austin. Met him, we fell in love, and he convinced me to shut down my marketing agency and get my real estate license so that we could partner up and, start our team, the Royal Circle, and help a bunch more people.
Awesome. That's a beautiful story. And, y'all both come from a marketing background too. So Jordan, you actually had a successful marketing agency before getting into real estate, right?
Yep, I had an agency for real estate agents, helping them get more leads through advertising and social media marketing. I was charging them $5K a month to do ads for them. And they're getting 100 leads, making us to 10, 20, $50K a month. So I knew that I was on the wrong side of the coin there by doing marketing for them to do it myself. And then I discovered what you guys are doing at the Wolfpack and the XP. And like, okay, there's even a bigger opportunity than I thought it was possible. Let's do that instead.
Yeah, so you're doing this, you're having good success, everything, all's going well, both of y'all and everything. And then so y'all basically discover what we're doing over the XP and our organization, and you basically shut all that down to start from scratch. That's a pretty big decision. What led to, just saying like, hey, let's just burn the boats and do something different?
I think for me, it was talking to Terry and Ian like 2.5 years ago when I first joined EXP, a presentation about self-directed IRAs. Nothing to do with EXP and real estate. But afterwards, of course, you had a little micro pitch on why EXP is the fastest growing brokerage and all the other things that go along with that. And then Ian showed me, I think it was Dean Frederick's back office. And I'm like, wow, this is in 1 year? Like, no. This is in 1 month. I'm like, oh, you can make that kind of money in 1 month and like passive income. That's incredible. I thought, doing marketing and doing real estate was a great income, but this is even better. That would make me get my license ultimately to join you guys.
Mm-hmm. And for me, it's very, very similar. It's hard. I think passive income is something, or residual income, any sort of additional income streams is something that all entrepreneurs, it's like a buzzword in the entrepreneur space. And so I always thought my path to that was maybe building courses or investing in real estate. And, when Jordan found EXP and he was showing me, he was very adamant that this was our ticket for our future. And so I figured if I joined him, we would just do it faster and easier together.
Absolutely. Y'all have done a fantastic job with that. So kudos to you. You want to talk a little bit about what's happened in the 2.5 years since you've joined us?
Yeah, I'd be happy to. So we've grown our team to 125 people across 20 states and 2 countries. Last year, we did $101 million in volume. And then we won the sprint 4 times in a row. So for terms of like growth rate, top 90 in the company at growth rate at agent attraction, thanks to the sprint event. That's kind of been our whole like claim to fame, I guess, in terms of like our growth rates so far in the past couple of years.
Yeah, well, that's very.
I think what has been the biggest blessing to us, in addition to, of course, meeting such incredible people like you, Chris, and the other mentors that we've met at EXP, and also our team, our agents who have become some of our closest friends, is that we got financial freedom because of EXP. So we've been able to, it's consistent income that comes in every month. Now we do real estate transactions when friends of ours need help, or if it's, a deal that seems super exciting and fun, and every other lead that we get, we can share it with our team.
Yeah, many of your agents have become my friends too. So I love the Royal Circle. Y'all have a great community and everything. And I wish I was in Austin more so I could hang out with y'all at your happy hours. So
well, you're always welcome.
I will be back down probably over the summer more. So So tell me a little bit about, when you made that switch from, marketing to EXP, call it sales and attraction, you know, what were your biggest challenges in the transition? And, what happened that you expected? And, was there anything that surprised you or that you didn't anticipate in terms of moving over?
I think my two biggest challenges or like surprises was one, letting go of big active income from my marketing agency and going back from day one, because my agency world, I was a pretty big deal in the marketing space, and I went to a brand new agent, no one knew who I was really. I'm pretty much at the bottom of the whole spectrum, moving up from there. And then two, as we all know, rev sale takes a lot longer to build. In the beginning, it gets bigger later on, faster than you think it'll happen for you. But in the beginning, it's like, man, when will this actually take off? And then when it does,
yes, it's not a get rich quick scheme. It's
yeah.
But over the long term, it's like it just compounds in a way that home sales or acquiring real estate can't do.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a lot of people at the first, they see that little trickle. It's like, how's this going to make a dent? And what happens is, once you get to that first 100 agents or so, then all of a sudden they start duplicating, and that's when the magic happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. EXP, I think one of my more unexpected just experiences in general was how hard it would be, but also how much mentorship and like inspiration is available through other people at the company. EXP is so giving, there's so many trainings and everything like that. And so in those moments where you're saying it's trickling in, why isn't it happening faster? Or will this ever happen? There's a lot of also naysayers in the world, both in the real estate world and not even in the real estate world. A lot of people were kind of throwing rocks at our dreams. And so it was really nice to have such a strong support system of people to mentor us through those moments and, coach us on what to do, but also just to remind us of the end goal and show us what's possible.
Yes. Well, I'm certainly glad you got that good mentorship you needed to start off with.
So, CEOs, and you took my mentor down it's a different way.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, as you've built your business and everything, one of the things that I love too is that you've built a great community and everything, the Royal Circle. And tell me a little bit about some of the ways that you support the group and everything.
Yeah, so I think like what we hear a lot from you guys and Con, like real traditional teams is like a thing in the past. Like charging somebody extra 10, 20, 30% to work with you with EXP structure, this makes no sense. So for us, we run our team or organization, the Royal Circle, like a team with no splits. Yep. So you get free coaching from us, free training from us. They get access to our courses that we charge $6,000 for free, and so forth. That way they can go even faster. And also for our ad revenue side of things, we teach them all my strategies and secrets all for free to run more ads for themselves too.
Yeah, that's what I love about this whole model is it kind of takes away from the old models. It's like where you had teams and coaches and mentors, they'll take from the agents, hopefully make them more successful, but they're taking a good chunk out of that. Now here, it's like we win when you win and vice versa. And so we're all incentive to pour into our organizations and really help them. It's just like I got trained to be a success coach, not because I wanted to build a coaching business. I just want to be able to help people on my team more, and I don't want to charge them anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I know y'all do the same.
Yeah, like you said, it's such a special thing about EXP, and especially we got very lucky in the Wolfpack and the whole organization that we joined, because you guys have been such great leaders with that mindset of pouring into your people, like you said, not to, you got trained not to start your own coaching business, but just to help your agents more. And so we're always leveling up our skill set and learning as much as we can, just so we can turn around and teach our agents exactly what we're going through and learning to, like you said, we all win together and a rising tide lifts all boats.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So right now, where are you at in terms of agents? Yeah, is it about 250 to 300?
Not yet. 125.
125. Okay. So tell me a little bit about what your goals are for the next, 1, 3, 5 years. What's next for y'all? How big do you plan to grow this business?
We definitely have massive goals. I think for the next year, if we can get to 300 to 500 people in the next 9 months, that'd be our goal for the short term. I think for 10 years, though, 100,000 people will be our plan in our organization. And we are super ambitious and super hardworking. Like, we spent $60,000 for a program to look at marketing. We're hoping that will help us grow our team even faster through our brand exposure and so forth. And with EXP going to 1 million people in 10 years, I think 100,000 people in the organization is possible. Not easy, but possible.
Right. Yes. And it's work, no doubt, everything, but very, very worth it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a few years ahead of y'all on this journey, and it's been life-changing to me. Would be an understatement, but I know I see big things on the horizon for y'all. So I'm going to be your biggest cheerleaders as you grow. And of course, I'm always here to help you in anything I can. So, keep on building together, and, look forward to seeing what the team does over the years. Now, what is really cool is, y'all have really only been licensed now. Gordon, I think you're 2.5 years, right?
Yep.
And Melanie, what about you? Maybe 2?
Yeah, a little more than 2.
Okay, so pretty short tenure for agents, and y'all have done a lot and everything. Sold a lot, built a good sized team and everything. And obviously, y'all had some great skills coming in that I'm sure helped you get a fast start. But, so there's a lot of agents out there that are struggling right now, with high interest rates. Sales are down sequentially year on year. A lot of agents are quitting the business or thinking about quitting the business. A lot of people just don't have the bulletproof mindset that's needed to get through this business cycle.
Mm-hmm.
And I know y'all are great at this. So what kind of advice could you give agents who are struggling right now as far as, how they can stick it out in the business and find that spark needed to, succeed?
Yeah, so I'll use the practical advice. Melanie, the mindset side of things, since he loves talking about that. For me, for the practical side, you have to realize that there's active and there's passive marketing. And most agents, especially nowadays, are just doing passive marketing, which is YouTube videos, social media posts, all those things that work, but it takes a longer time. If I'm going to get a client tomorrow, posting a YouTube video, I'm not guaranteed a client tomorrow. I should be doing some active marketing on top of that, DMing my videos to people that I made, talking to people on the phone, going to open houses and talking to the neighbors. Like, those strategies are the traditional route of getting business. They're not fun and sexy, but they're the quickest ways to do that. And while you're building up that pipeline, have your passive marketing strategies be growing from the background while you can wait for that to pop off, where you have real big business coming to you organically.
Agreed.
Right.
And I will touch on the mindset. I think so many, your mind is your most valuable asset, because if you wake up thinking it's hard to get deals and interest rates are down and houses aren't selling, you're not going to be able to motivate yourself to do even the passive or the active marketing that Jordan was talking about. So protect your mindset, surround yourself with people that are still showing up for their business and doing big things, because if there are houses closing every single day, maybe even this week. Yeah, there's a closing happening. So believing
because there's more than enough business for all the people that work, it's usually, no matter what the market, it's probably 80-20 rule or some variation plus or minus of that, and there's not that many secrets. Most people know what they need to do. It's just a matter of, picking up the phone or hitting the streets and doing what you need to do. It's, opportunity looks a lot like hard work.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think with the doom and gloom headlines and all the news saying the market is crashing and all that stuff, it's easy for agents, especially maybe newer agents, to just tell themselves it's not worth it. I better just quit because it'll never work out for me anyway. But if you know, like you're saying, in any market, there's more than enough for everyone. So if you believe that you can be successful, you'll do the things that you need to do to be successful, and then you'll prove yourself right.
Absolutely. That's great advice because, I still believe this is an incredible industry. It's got so much opportunity and, certainly beats working for somebody else, right?
Amen to that.
Amen.
I also add a mentor as well for those who are new to the industry. My mentor, actually, my personal mentor was Chris, and he helped me a lot to where I'm at now. So having a mentor who's 5, 10, 20 years ahead of you in terms of business and success makes a big difference for you to kind of fact track your growth and see what pitfalls to avoid because they've been to that for you.
Yeah, well, thank you. And now you're a mentor as well, right? Now, I believe you mentored your lovely bride, right?
I did.
Yeah, so it's great. It's great to see that knowledge being passed down, and I know that you're a great mentor. And Melanie, are you a mentor yet?
Not yet. I prefer to mentor on the agent attraction side. So as far as I know, EXP doesn't have an official mentorship program for that. I just, it's unofficial because if my team grows, if my team grows their team, they're also growing my team.
Yep. I love mentoring on that as well. So I would say that's my specialty as well. So we certainly think alike on that aspect and everything. Are y'all going to be at shareholders?
Not this year. We have a big mastermind for thing that is paid a lot of money to be part of at the same time frame, I think. So it'd be there instead. But we'll be probably at EXPCon since that is the biggest one and everyone is there for that.
Okay, well, I'll miss y'all next week, but certainly look forward to hopefully seeing you over the summer. I think we're about due for a trip to Austin.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Okay, well, lastly, before you leave, if anybody wants to reach out to you, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
So 2 best ways for me is going to be Instagram and or YouTube. Both of them is just my name, Jordan Suber. I post 2 times a day on Instagram and 1 time a day on YouTube, all about adding value to you guys, from agent attraction to marketing to real estate. Doesn't matter. You can find a lot of free resources there. We're a business even faster.
And mine is the same. YouTube is Melanie Suber. Instagram, Melanie Suber will come up. Melanie Suber Realtor. Also obsessed with teaching and training and giving free value. So tons of content for both of us about, like Jordan said, everything: real estate, marketing, mindset, agent attraction. We just want to help the world.
Okay. Well, hey, thank you so much for your time today. It's been an honor and privilege to speak with you and everything. I hope viewers of this got some great words of wisdom and can use that to help grow their businesses and their mindsets. Do you have any parting words of wisdom before you go offline here?
I would say to anyone watching right now that you are closer than you think to your dreams. Just don't give up and don't let anyone tell you that you can or can't do something. You're more than enough right now. This is your time to shine and go out there and show the world that you're ready.
Awesome. Thank you. How about you, Melanie?
How can I follow that up? Same thing.
That was pretty good. I got to say that.
I know.
We can.
Yeah, that's my advice. Don't let anyone, similar, whether it's real estate or not real estate, don't let anyone tell you that you can't do anything. Don't let anyone tell you that your dreams are too big, because literally, if you want it and you put in the work, you'll get it. And
don't that brings up a point that I think we missed out earlier, but when you're way up to where you're at, you've had your fair share of haters and people kicking rocks at you, right?
Oh yeah.
So that's one thing too. Is like, it's fairly common, but the great thing is, if you've got people that are hating on you, it's probably a sign that you're doing something right, because, when's the last time you ever, when's the last time you ever had somebody that's more successful than you, criticizing you?
Yeah.
People tend to criticize those that are more successful than themselves and not less. So, just a great sign that you're probably on the right path. As long as you're not doing anything illegal, of course, or unethical. Okay, well, let y'all go again, and I'm sure I'll talk again soon. Have a great rest of your afternoon.
Yes. Have a great day.
Okay, too. Bye.
Bye.